Hi friends, if you have the Oasis wreath form, I just want to show you a few things about using this. It's pretty simple. You're going to want to first soak your Oasis wreath form in water. And all you do is find a container, a clean container, can be a bucket, can be a plastic tub, anything you can fill up with some water. And you're going to actually just set the form in the water and let it gradually sink to the bottom. You don't want to push it down because you may end up with little pockets of dry spots. But if it sinks on its own, which takes just a few minutes, it will fill up with the water that it needs in the form in order for you to stick the greens in there. So once that's done, and it'll just take a few minutes, you'll take it out and you should put it into the tray that you have to keep the water from getting on your furniture. Then you're going to take your candle holders. These, if they're together, you just go ahead and break them apart. It's pretty simple. You just kind of go back and forth. They just come apart. And you're going to stick them down in flush. I'm not going to put it in this floral form because it's dry currently and I don't want it to crumble. But once it's wet, you can just stick it down in the 4 spots where you want it. Then you're going to take your greens and you're just going to start cutting pieces that you want to attach to the floral form. So you would take maybe a little piece of spruce and you go ahead and start just poking it in. I'm going to put that one in the dry one. You might want to take a little bit of the cedar. The cedar is beautiful. And be sure that every time you use your greens that you have the dark color of green on the facing up. There are really 2 colors. It's a little bit lighter on one side and a little bit darker on the other. Darker is the kind of the way you want it to look. And you'll just keep adding these around. The one thing to be careful of is on the top, not to let it get really tall because then it won't be safe when your candle starts to melt down. So you just kind of keep going around. You can go this direction, you can go every direction with little pieces of the greens until you really have this nice wreath that's filling in, remembering to keep it a little bit fuller on the outside, a little bit less on the inside, and definitely not too tall on the top. But as you add things, you'll find that it just starts to cover up all the different places, and you just kind of look at it, make sure you can't see too much of the foam, and you'll have this beautiful wreath. Once it's all finished, then you would take your candles and put them in the candle form, and your wreath is ready for you. So thank you again for making a wreath. We hope you enjoy this Advent project at home. We miss everyone here at the church, and it'll be nice to know that people are enjoying the month and the season of Advent with their own Advent wreath at home and sharing those moments together.